Hello, I hope all is progressing well. Welcome to I Don't Know, We Can Talk About It, where we discuss myriads of topics civilly, reasonably, and responsibly. My name is Kevin Dufresne. Our first topic is about how social media might be affecting individuals in regard to education, though when one regards the article, one may determine that social media beyond education is a factor to consider. Spatial development does address the parameters of having intermediary devices, such as a cell phone, an iPad, a pad in general, of course, though the popular name does pop out. A computer device of a sort, a medium of which one may be able to access information, access details that may impede on how one's brain might naturally proceed to detail information. With the evidence available, social media needs more research with regard to how the brain may be operating in connection with social media, though one may have to acknowledge the reality of differing parameters, since social media is a part of a part. It is not apparent as a tree might be if one walks outside, as grass might be if one is in a field. Social media exists within a medium. So how individuals may engage with the medium requires appropriate attention, similar to how navigating between a different app might affect one is important to engaging with what social media particularly might be affecting. With addressing attention, evidence is available and growing of how one's mind may be operating, as well as how one's visual development may be operating with particular forms of video, with how one might be engaging with one's attention. Regarding the myriad ways one may be able to use one's ability to focus, to attend, one may be able to navigate understanding the different effects of operating with a particular medium, and research may prove greatly in finding ways, if the data is not already available by companies that benefit from individuals using particular resources which connect with a medium such as social media, then research may find beneficial engaging parameters of testing that involve myriad forms of feedback, which are conscious as well as subconscious efforts to appropriately detail necessarily. So I gather from data available, though of personal addressing, that social media impacts individuals, though how individuals engage with mediums impacts individuals as well. When an individual is using a physical book, a physical textbook, versus an online textbook, the individual may be experiencing different forms of learning. Now, how one engages learning is extremely important to address as well. So there are so many areas to address when regarding technology and human development. What's amazing is a lot of evidence is already available. A lot of research is already available with regard to what may benefit an individual with a particular medium. Consider reading a physical book or writing by hand, how the brain develops. Trackable information is extremely valuable, and evidence already available need not receive less attention, though more attention, with the relevant circumstances, so as to appropriately delineate research and development, moving more so toward the scientific method, which I think encourages inquiry more so than not, so as to continue to discover what may be happening, what details may be more apparent with proper research. The next article is about how educators have work-life balance. I find the article brings about different elements, how individuals experience parental leave regarding a select group, though internationally concerning, how teachers differentiate, particularly in America, from other teachers in different systemic forms. Now, the data operates with considering how work-life balance may be, though I do consider how families may operate with work-life balance. When there is disparity between how a wife and a husband, a mother and a father, spread time between the family is a focus of which one may only be able to glimpse so much. With regard to sharing responsibilities, what work responsibilities are, how an individual after pregnancy must attend to oneself well so as to be healthy moving forward, not only for the family, though for personal considerations, the details of the family may not be so apparent, though may be so particular that individuals attempting to navigate work-life balance may be attempting to find a way to understand how individuals regard life personally in a way that may be statistically viable. With regard to work-life balance, I always find important to operate with objective parameters, which I think are very easy to address when regarding what one benefits from through work with regard to one's lifestyle. Similar to going to a medical institution and filling out forms, one may find the work-life balance may improve depending on how one approaches one's life. Even so, the dynamics of a work environment may prove extremely effective. Research shows individuals that do not cater well to work-life balance, individuals that do not address personally as well as what life might be if one chooses adamantly what one wants, so one has peace of mind, balance. Work will be problematic if life does not appropriately address one's well-being, which brings to the reality of what individuals may face at work, which may be a part of the affecting processes due to how an individual approaches one's life, which work is only a part of, though work is not to overtake. It is extremely important to address these parameters because teachers may experience differently in different environments, and when addressing what work-life balance might look like, there are so many particulars to address that may receive support, that may receive increasing awareness, clarity through methods of surveying of lifestyle, again, akin to what an individual might be filling out before going to see a medical professional. So, as to ensure one's life is well as what may be connecting to one's life with regard to how one is seeking to define one's life, respectfully, mindfully, dependently of the interdependent reality. Though regarding independence of the interdependent reality as well. With regard to how individuals may approach the work-life balance, individuals may find that peace of mind and personal health may greatly affect not only self, though family, though other engaging parameters beyond work. Because when individuals retire, all anyone has is life and good health. All right, it's time for some origami. Now, we're gonna fold the origami in half. Edge to edge. Now, we're going to bring in both folds to the center. After bringing both folds to the center, we're going to just fold in the corner. This will help with our next fold. So we're going to fold in the corner. Do this on the two opposing sides. So we fold in this corner. What we're going to do next is we're actually going to fold down here we have it, okay? So we have this fold here. And what we're gonna mix in here is we're gonna have this nice design flow. It'll come in here. My folds are kind of big right now. So what you're gonna actually wanna do is you're gonna actually wanna make slider folds. So you can just fold it down halfway. After you fold that half, fold it again in half. You have more that you're working with, then you can just fold down this corner. It'll be a smaller corner, and from here you'll see our folding. Next, we're going to fold in each side. The reason why I'm looking at it this way is because the fold actually ends up being squarish in the instructions. So I'm going off my memory here. So we're gonna fold in here, then in here we have to fold try a different method. Fold here, then fold in, it's filling in a square. And we're going to be making an origami owl. So then we're going to fold in here. We're going to fold in here. We're also going to fold in here. So we're going to have these lengthier pieces here. As you can see, we have our portion here. Next, we're going to fold up. So we're going to fold up. Actually, we're going to want to fold up here. And I'm starting to see how the fold is supposed to be, again, from the instructions. And the reason why I say that is because we're going to want to have uneven sides. As you can see, they're pretty much on one side here. So let's keep going, see what we can do. So then from here, we fold up here, we fold down, so we're going to fold down. I reverse the fold, we're going to fold down, okay, and then after you fold down, this is the correct one, you're going to do this on both sides. So after you fold down here, bring them both in. I'm just doing both at the same time. After you fold down, then you're gonna refold it again, but you're gonna open it all the way. Okay? And you'll have it this way. Okay? So what you'll do from here is you're just gonna follow this angle here, so fold it so it meets the edge here. Okay, so you fold it up there. That's good. Then you're gonna fold this down. Alright, and do the same thing on this edge. After that fold, you make this first fold, then you're gonna fold it down, and you're gonna fold this really just right up. So you don't want to go all the way. You don't want to go all the way here. Actually, now that I look at it, you can go all the way if you like. So from here, you can fold it in here. And fold that portion down here. Okay? Now what we're going to do is, as we have our fold here, this is what we're looking at, we're going to fold down the middle. A lot of origami is just practice, and of course, keeping your creative mind open with what is possible with what you're folding, because one route can lead to another creative route. So this is pretty much in line with the instructions. So the fold goes down here, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to fold up here. So we're going to take these legs back, if you like, you fold them up. But you're not going to just fold them up, you're going to actually fold them like at an angle. So it's like you're meeting it here. You're giving this owl some extra roundness and dimensions. And we're going to fold the sheet here now. Fold it in half. Next, we're going to just fold this beak down here. This is kind of like a forming of the forehead more so than a beak. The beak is already done. And then what we'll do here is we'll just bring this middle portion here like this, and voila, you have your origami owl. I do like this design. And the cool thing is, if you have a slot in your shirt, you can set the owl kind of like a lapel or a pin. Alright, I champion reading physical books. When an individual reads a physical book, the brain physically changes. Long-term health benefits from reading a physical book. What a book. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. The book inspires the film, the same name, and revolves around true history. Approaching the Holocaust, camp life, familial life in connection with the Holocaust, observing family dynamics as well as economic circumstances of the period, offering a glimpse to what being human may mean. Beyond any economic structure, what core human values are always present, which need proper attention, regardless of what may seem to be prevailing of a period. The text is gripping, and I find the text offers a lot for one to consider with maturity, with operating between dynamics of not only age, though, of mental development, comprehension, of experience, of what is of humanity. I really find the text brings to light human dynamics, which may seem distant and far, though are so close to engage with, are so present, for individuals to acknowledge how to be more mindful with regard to individuals' experiences of life, especially when oppression may be apparent, visible, blatant, and not only by what may seem direct, though what may seem indirect through systemic addressing. Thank you for joining. I don't know. We can talk about it. Onward and Upward, Dufresne.